I made a curved bar that wraps all the way around my bumper. I think I like the rat rod like that. X01 tires and wheels on the back, just because. So yeah, that's not what the video's about. So when I was posting the paperclip chassis on Facebook, somebody had commented asking me if I'm really using paperclips, I think, and some other stuff. And he said he wanted to build a sandrail dune buggy. So that made me start thinking about my childhood and always watching the sandrails, and yeah, I did a thing again. I started another thing. It's kind of coffin shaped right now. Suspension is sitting at full droop, full collapsed. I'm gonna position this again because I bumped it. Okay, this red dot right here on the chassis, right here, that's even with the back of the transmission motor mount right here, and from here to here is enough space for an N30 motor. So I'm thinking N30 motor, 3000 RPM gear set in it. Just wanted to show, if you lock that steering, completely tighten those screws down, add some super glue if necessary once everything's lined up, it ain't gonna steer, and you got a independent rear suspension with a rear facing motor. Just flip the wires around for the forward and backwards, negative, positive. And if you really want, you could make a drive shaft come up to the front and make it four-wheel drive. I mean, do another one of these in the front, but or I could go ham on it and go full tilt like I might do, and completely make a front suspension for it and front steering, I-beam or whatever. Yeah, sandrail. It happened. This is the third time I've made this video. I've already rambled the first two about 20 minutes total and had to delete them. So I am going to show that the way that I made this coffin shape narrower in the front is this hoop here, the front hoop, is actually a little narrower than this hoop, the back hoop. But I also went on the outside here and on the inside here, so that helps it get that narrower in the front shape. So there's a cross brace in here and a cross brace in there. That's about all I've done as far as triangulating and bracing things up. It was a pain to get it all even and soldered. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than it was at first, and it actually looks like a sandrail now. So I guess the goal for this would be just to show it can be done and to have it. I don't know. Not sure what tires I would use on it other than what's on it. I could do something different for the front. I do have some model motorcycle tires in a spares box that I could dig out. I don't have any paddle tires. I would like some, but I don't have them. I know that they make the 3D printed ones, some people, but just a sand rail. Simple but complicated sand rail. And with a N20 3000 RPM, this would be zippy. It would be zippy because there's no weight there. The heaviest part would be the rear. The front, there's no way it could weigh that much. I was looking at, you could do servo somewhere in here, electronics in the middle with the battery, right in front of put the battery right here, put the electronics right here, on flat on the bottom, and then do your servo somewhere in this area. I have suspension steering links. You can go any length with the front end. So just another idea, and I went with it. Couldn't get it out of my head. I got a full box of paper clips, and I had 10 straightened total. I've got 3 whole ones left right here. So I've got a lot of little pieces cut up and more laying here waiting to straighten them. And a literal full box. So, and I did talk about these in the other video. I get these at Walmart, so they're not very expensive. It's $100 per box. I've got a half of the box in here plus another new box, so this is 130 to 150 somewhere in there, give or take, after all of that. But also, I said, or I showed in the video earlier, these paper clips, I've talked about this before, they are not perfectly round. They have a flat side on them. Both sides, inside and outside, are flat. They have curved, they're curved on this part, but when you turn it this way, it's flat. So it doesn't really hurt it none. Just kind of, work with it. My solder flux is this brand, and that'll show you everything I'm using. Pause the video if you need to. And this is the solder that I've been using. I've had these forever, and the roll's almost gone, so it's gonna be time to get some more soon. But yeah, that's what it is. I've brazed with that solder and done my brass chassis. Solder and flux. I did this the same. That thing is so heavy. I did this the same as I'm doing here, except I'm not using the Bic lighter method to braze it. Also I was going to say, paper clips, according to Google, are made from galvanized steel, and apparently you can solder galvanized paper clips. I did also want to show that I made a hook for my tow truck, an actual hook. It's solder and brass rod, and that little ring above it is sterling silver jewelry, repair kit type stuff. So, and I soldered the ring also so it doesn't come open. So yeah, I'm just I'm doing this stuff. This is where I do my downtime. We'll see where this goes. If I don't drop anything on it and completely collapse it, because there's not much there to hold it together strength-wise. And it'll set up, when the suspension's not collapsed, it'll set up about like that. Sand her up and knocking the tires over, but fun times. You gotta love my clumsiness. My cluttered up desk and weird way of doing everything, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, this was not easy to get together, but it wasn't difficult. Because it's such a long chassis, the way I'm doing it, it was difficult to get this even and keep the front at the same height too. And the front is off just a little. I don't know if that'll show up good. Yeah, it's off just a little. I can easily bend that. But anyway, I'm going to shut up now and get back to watching videos and doing this stuff. So we'll see where this goes.